What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. The moment is finally here. We're talking about my hopes, predictions, wishes, whatever you call this thing, for the brand new Mario Kart 9 or 10 or I don't know. I hope they have a subtitle, to be honest. So yeah. I don't got much else to really... I don't got much... I've been wanting to make this video for a while now, ever since the new Mario Kart game. I know I've taken quite a bit to get this video out, but I have been working hard to get my predictions and my hopes ready for this brand new Mario Kart game, because this could possibly be the biggest Mario Kart game yet. Even more so than 8 Deluxe. How are they going to top 90 plus tracks? Well, that's how we're gonna figure out today. Let's break this up into different categories, and let's have some Mario Kart fun! In 3, 2, 1, go! I don't know, that was awful. Alright, so this first part, of course, is the character roster. Now, I have made technically 2 rosters on the channel, but considering the confirmation of certain characters, I decided to just redo this a lot, and I limited the total of 80 characters. I know that might sound like a lot of characters. It is. But if Smash Bros. Can have 80 characters, I think you should give other... I think Mario Kart can do it too. What's wrong with Mario Kart doing it? Now, I should mention, of course, that, it's a lot of characters, and also, like, 24 racers, possibly, for the new Mario Kart game, you're gonna need a huge roster. We can't have the same roster we've been having for ages, so let's just do this, and let's get this started. So here we go. Starting off with the very first row as I move this black background. Here we go. First off we have is this first row. I decided to arrange this by, like, the Mario Kart 8 version, kind of, or I guess my style, you know what I mean. First off we have is your typical standards: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toad, and Yoshi. And then, of course, for the other row, Rosalina and Pauline. I'm glad Pauline's actually confirmed to likely be there day 1 this time, so that's good. Rosalina x Pauline, anyone? I'm shit. Anyway, second row I have here is, we have Wario. You pick Wario! You pick Waluigi, Birdo. Birdo will be there, hopefully. I think she's confirmed. We got Toadette. I'm bringing back Toadsworth. Toadsworth deserves to come back, please. We got Poochie, and I know Poochie may be silly, but like, come on, it's perfect. Poochie's adorable. I have Professor Egad. Professor Egad has yet to be in Mario Kart. He was actually planned for Mario Kart DS, so I feel like now is this perfect opportunity to join. And I have Nabbit. I feel like Nabbit is a character that I don't know if he's gonna show up in every Mario spin-off game, but I feel like he's like shows up every now and then. I feel like he would fit super well in Mario Kart, so yeah. Alright, now we have probably my favorite row coming up, of course, with some bias. We got the Donkey Kong cast. We have Donkey Kong himself. I know it's his design that we're all used to, not his classic / movie look, but we don't have a good render of it yet. I'm praying everybody, at least certain ones, at least the main cast, gets new renders already, so yeah. We have Diddy Kong. Please, Diddy Kong be there day 1. Dixie Kong. Because, yeah, Funky Kong, the legend, we need to have Funky. It's not Mario Kart without him. We have Cranky Kong as a newcomer. Now, it might be silly, but it would make a lot of sense considering the DK stuff. You know, we've had Cranky Kong. He appeared in the Mario movie. He has like a theme park. He's at a theme park with some artwork. And Returns HD just came out that also has Cranky Kong. Albeit a small role, but still. So, yeah, Cranky Kong. I got Donkey Kong Jr., his sprite look. I don't think they're gonna still give him an HD look, in my opinion, so yeah. I got a Critter. I know, basic as a pick can get, but I could not think of another Donkey Kong character, at least a Kong, to add. Like, a Tiny, I guess? He said she was, like, in Sluggers and has a model, I guess, but I don't want to leave out Lanky Kong and Chunky Kong, so... yeah, I would add them if I had space. And, of course, the legend himself, King K. Rool. Please, for the love of God, add him. He really deserves another chance, honestly, to come back. Like, in a future game, of course. And, of course, Mario Kart. Let him race. It'll be funny. Alright. And now we have the most divisive row. Here we go. It's... whoops. I tilted that a little bit. Let me move this. There you go. Alright, so, just let y'all know the babies are confirmed, including baby Rosalina, so I had to include her, unfortunately. Yeah, I also included two other babies, being Baby Wario and Baby Donkey Kong. Now, both of these babies actually, well, Baby Wario specifically returned, well, both of them debuted in Yoshi's Island DS, and specifically Baby DK returned for Mario Super Sluggers, and Baby Wario returned for, Dr. Mario World. I think that's what it's called. That got shut down, unfortunately. And I feel like they would make more sense than Baby Daisy and Baby Rosalina, because at least they actually feel different. But, of course, I think the most likely thing I do not have on the roster is they're going to add Baby Pauline over both of them. That's like the biggest prediction out of 90% of the characters I have on here. So, okay, maybe not 90. At least the new ones, aside from the basic cast. So, yeah. So yes, I'm gonna just keep these. And then I added Peachette because I didn't make room, and I feel like they're gonna bring it back anyway, so yeah. Alright, next up is Bowser's Minions, Bowser, and like the Koopalings. I know some of you are not a fan of the Koopalings, but I decided to keep them because I'm not ditching my GOAT Ludwig. So there you go. Alright, we got Bowser Jr. and his, now Bowser Jr. and the enemies, of course. Goomba, I know, as basic as it can get, a Goomba driving would be funny. He's literally in Mario Party, so you can't make an excuse of him having no arms. So yeah. We got Koopa, the Shy Guy, Hammer Bro. Hammer Bro's gonna be here this one. Dry Bones for Smash. PD Piranha, and King Boo. Specifically, his Luigi's Mansion look. I hope he has that as an alt, honestly. Alright, here are more minions. Kamek will stay, won't get replaced this time. Monty Mole, not crazy over him personally. I'm not crazy over most of these Mario enemies, if I'm gonna be honest here, but I had to bring them back. We got Paratroopa. He's coming back from Mario Kart Double Dash. It's just a Koopa with wings. I'm guessing people want him back because, he was OP in Double Dash, so I guess that's fair, but I don't know. Whatever. We got Spike. Not the Mario movie Spike, unfortunately. I was debating to include that Spike, honestly. But I don't know what the chances are, but it would be pretty funny. It would be pretty neat, honestly. Another human character to the roster, so yeah. We got Lakitu, Wiggler, Ninja, Kingdom Bomb. I have another somewhat divisive but not really row. Metal Mario and Pinko Peach are returning. If they're bringing back Baby Rosalina, I'm sure the male characters are coming back too. I had Gooigi from Luigi's Mansion, because I think Luigi deserves an alt, at least. It's not from Mario and Peach this time, so I think that this is gonna be a fair game, honestly. Captain Toad, I'm in the group that says Captain Toad and Toad are separate characters, so that's why I gave Captain Toad his own slot. We got Honey Queen, we got... I think Honey Queen should come back. She's overhated, honestly. I feel like the hate would have not been much if it wasn't replacing certain characters, but hopefully things will change now. Cappy, because I gotta have Cappy in there. I don't think it's gonna happen, unfortunately, but I had to throw him in there. Luma, I guess you can argue Luma could, flow around with Rosalina like she did, like Luma did in Mario Kart Wii, but I don't know. I think separate as a character, I think could be funny. And then, of course, Dry Bowser, so I didn't forget about him. And now this row! Mario RPGs and some WarioWare characters. So, here's the thing with Mario RPGs. There's always this argument if whether or not... There's always been a split opinion if they should be in Mario Kart or not. Some people throw out relevancy, which is fair. Mario RPG games don't sell as well as, like, Mario Kart, Mainline Mario. Hell, even Mario Party sells more than Mario RPGs. But... I don't know. I think relevancy is kind of a lame argument, in my opinion. Like, we've really got 3 Mario RPG titles within a year. A lot of younger kids, well, maybe not a lot, but some people who've never played Thousand Year Door or Super Mario RPG are about to know the characters well. So I think it would be pretty cool to see them in the Mario Kart game. So, yeah. So there you go. But I can kind of understand why they wouldn't want them. Maybe it's just, I guess, working with 3D. I mean, they already have some of them already have 3D. Well, Paper Mario in this case, I don't know. I still haven't decided on that. But still, I decided to include them anyway just to not leave out Paper Mario characters. So yeah. Alright, so first thing is Gino and Mallow, the OGs, of course. Vivian, fan favorite for a reason, so I included Vivian. And odd one being Bobbery. Out of all the Paper Art 1000, a lot of people always Listen, Goombella and Vivian are great characters, don't get me wrong, but I generally think I'm more of a Bobbery person, honestly. I just love the vibe with him. He's one of the coolest characters ever, and it's another bomb on the roster, because why not? So add Bobbery. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I don't know. I can dream. I got Connie. Hate myself for mispronouncing that. I added a Mario Luigi character, and the most recent one too, and I love Connie, so yeah. Connie's such an adorable character. It must be protected. We got Starlo, because, I mean, she's like a recurring character in the Mario Luigi series, so I think, you know, she could probably stay. Mona and Ashley. I had 2 WarioWare characters. If I had more room, I would definitely add in more of them, and Captain Syrup from Wario Land, but I couldn't, unfortunately. I didn't want to add so many characters. And the last row being the guest characters. I think now, some people don't want Nintendo carts, and that's fair. But I still think guest characters should still return. Some people want only Mario, but as long as there's still enough Mario characters, I think guest characters are perfectly fine for returning. So yeah, just don't make a Smash card, and you're good. We got Rob, Link, Villager, Isabelle, Inkling are all returning. Rob should return, please. Kirby's a newcomer. Captain Falcon's also a newcomer. And I added Matt for the me option. So this is my Mario Kart roster. I know it's a lot of characters here, but if they're gonna utilize 24 characters, I feel like this should be... I feel like, you know, I feel like they should really buff up the roster a bit, you know? So yeah. Anyway, this is what I have, and if you disagree with me, too bad, honestly. I even posted this on Twitter the other day, and surprisingly, I got some positive feedback, so nice. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. Alright, now the exciting part is the tracks. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know that this is the retro picks I picked. And yes, retro tracks should return. I know it's kind of not, it shouldn't, or I guess, I've always heard this take if it should or not, because we played, like, retro courses so often in the Mario Kart Booster Course Pass, so that's the only argument I can get. But I feel like there's some Mario Kart tracks I feel like deserve second chances. I don't want to leave the idea completely, honestly. So, I'm still keeping the retro tracks, but I can kind of understand why some people don't want any of them to return, actually. So, yeah. I'm still predicting retro tracks because it's just been a staple in Mario Kart, and, like, this is Switch 2, you know? Like, I feel like there's some tracks that haven't seen the light of day, and some that didn't even get in the Booster Course Pass, so, yeah. Anyway, I added, like, 8 rows of retro. I added 8 cups. I say 8 is a pretty good number, in my opinion, so, yeah. Alright, this was really hard. There's really no prediction you can do with Mario Kart retro courses, so I decided to do the best I could. Alright, anyway, here we go. Let's start off with the Shell Cup. This is blurry as hell, so I hope you can handle this. So, if you can zoom in a little, I hope you love squinting. Actually, hold on. Can I do this? I would have to, like, shrink this a little. Damn, that sucks.
A few minutes later.
Okay, I shrink this a little so it's a little better, but not really. Anyway, here you go. So, I just realized I put 2... I thought I changed that to 2 Wii's. Okay, whatever. I don't really care. I don't think there's any rules. But Shell Cup. Here we go. Wii Luigi. I changed this. Okay, apparently I had 2 Wii courses starting off. I changed it to Mario Kart 8's Mario Circuit. Because if people are going to be asking for Figure 8 Circuit, one of the most boring tracks in the entire series, then we gotta get a better version of Figure 8 Circuit. I don't think I'm going to include Wii Luigi Circuit because I realized I had 2 Wii courses in the same cup. I don't think that matters, I guess. I guess the only argument you can make is Mario Kart DS's retro lineup, so it's like, okay, maybe it's not actually a bad thing if they do something like this. And don't worry, I'm gonna say this right now, only Mario Kart Wii will not get the love, okay? Well, kind of, at least, because, you know, that's the game that Nintendo loved putting in the Booster Course Pass, you know? So, you know which ones I'm gonna be pretty biased for. So yeah, anyway, Wii Luigi Circuit, because we gotta start off with a basic track anyway. Okay, I'm looking back at Mario Kart DS. They didn't actually do this. Okay, whoopsies. Well, alright, pretend Wii Luigi Circuit is Mario Circuit 8. I don't know, one of those two will probably be there. I picked Tokyo Blur from Mario Kart Tour. I needed to add one city track in the cup, as much as I don't want to include any of them except for like one of them. I included Vanilla Lake 1. I hate Vanilla Lake, but I feel like it will at least be playable in Mario in a new one. And I added Toad Factory because God forbid this track needs to return. Like, it's so unique unlike many other tracks, and they never brought it back. That's crazy. Alright, moving on. Next up we got is the Banana Cup. I added Woohoo Loop. I don't get the appeal of the track personally. I think it's kind of basic for not having many obstacles, but I know it's a classic, so why not? I don't know if it would be likely. Nintendo has been weird with the Mii's this generation, so who knows. I added N64 Sherbet Land. I know, not the most interesting track out there, but we need more dud picks anyway. We don't want all fan favorites. I added Delfino Square because it has a return. I just realized it never returned since Wii. That's crazy. So, yes, we're definitely including that. I also added Electrodrome, or Electrodome! I keep messing that up. So yeah, that's I mean, it's a unique looking track. I think it fits pretty well for Banana Cup. Alright, Leaf Cup. N64 Wario Stadium. This track is the only N64 track that has yet to come back in Mario Kart. It's now its time, and hopefully it's actually good, because this is like one of the most boring tracks in the series. So yeah. Next up I have is Mushroom City from Double Dash. This is a Double Dash track I've been begging for a return, honestly, so I really hope this one's the time. Honestly, we see this one. Because I love the different turns and the unique vibe. I honestly prefer this over Mushroom Bridge, so there you go. Maple Treeway, I had to throw in one Wii fan favorite in here. Like, Maple Treeway is a fan favorite, I'm not leaving that out. And for the last one, Airship Fortress. Why did they bring this back for the Boosted Course Pass is beyond me, but it's gonna be here, I promise. Please bring this track back. Alright, next up is the Lightning Cup. Here we have Dry Ruins from Mario Kart Wii. This is one of the most underrated tracks in the series. Best desert course, by the way, and I think this should come back. So, yes, give it another chance. And I also added Wario Shipyard, another Wario track, but I think this one deserves another chance, too. It's kind of unique and underrated, too, so I honestly would love to see this. It also, like, you know, takes a bit of Wario game vibes, honestly. Next up is Double Dash's Bowser's Castle. I'm sick of GBA Bowser Castle. Please bring back an actual good one, please. And Mario Kart Circuit, Super Circuit's Rainbow Road. I don't think it's going to be faithful to the original in any capacity. If they keep the Paper Mario 64 reference, I will be happy. If not, I'll be sad. So there you go. Alright, then let's move on to you unlocked more cups. Bell Cup being Mario Circuit Wii. I know it's the most basic you can get, but like it's gonna be the most Nintendo thing you could add. So there you go. Dino Jungle. I mean, it's the next one they will bring back. We already got DK Mountain, so yeah. Here we have Piranha Plant Pipeline. Since it did not return for the Booster Course Pass, making sure this track doesn't get lost in media, we're gonna bring it back in this game. We have Waluigi Pinball for the last one. I know, I'm basic, but it's fucking Waluigi Pinball, so there you go. Alright, next up, Cape Cup. Here we have Mario Circuit 4. Please don't bring back Mario Circuit 3 for the billionth time. It's lame. Mario Circuit 4, I hope there's at least obstacles, because that would be the only reception, so yeah. I have Shy Guy Bazaar. I don't know, I couldn't think of much of anything else. I forget this track even exists sometimes. I don't know, just kind of there, but I guess the unique vibe, I guess some people will be cool with it. Mario Kart Super Circuit Bowser Castle 4. I know I complained over Bowser Castles in GBA, but this might be the exception if they take the tour version. And Squeaky Clean Sprint is a banger, so there you go. And we got DLC. Alright, Rock Cup being Cheap Island, I believe it's called. Yeah, Cheap Island. Please don't be Shy Guy Island or whatever it's called, where they shoot the bombs or whatever, because we've had that one already. Luigi's Mansion from DS, because I couldn't think of a fitting. I know it's basic, kind of, but I couldn't think of a way to put it. Coconut Mall, the Goat, and Maka Woohoo, the better of the two Wii Sports tracks. Or Wii Sports Resort. Yeah, Wii Sports Resort. Whatever. And the last cup being the Blue Shell Cup, being Wario Coliseum, because it hasn't returned yet, Lakeside Park, because we just got Riverside Park, Bowser's Castle from DS, and Rainbow Road from Double Dash. There you go. Alright, and that's the retro track. So, I'm gonna cover this up now, I guess. Like, well, I don't know. Alright, I'll just cover it. What the heck. So, Predicting new tracks is so difficult, really. So I'm just gonna go ahead and list off the Mario Cast characters of which ones I can see get their own tracks, because it seems like every Mario Kart game, someone will get their own track. So here we go. Mario will get his own track. Bowser will get his own track. There you go. Those are the most obvious ones. Peach will probably get her own track. I would like to see something like from Peach Showtime, honestly. That could be an interesting one. Luigi, I can see him get his own track too. Something like a better, like, I don't know, something unique, honestly, for Luigi. That could be neat. I guess, I know, he already got Luigi's Mansion, so I think something unique would be cool. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, I don't know, to be honest. I honestly think Yoshi deserves better tracks, honestly. I didn't bring back Yoshi's Island that I should have. I was just really running out of space. So, Yoshi get a new track, but I wouldn't mind Yoshi Island comes back. Toad, another Toad track, I can see happen, but who knows what it could be like. Toad Harbor was a banger, so you never know. Toad could be cooking, honestly. Alright, Wario, I brought back 3 Wario tracks, so I'm just not going to include them, unfortunately, but I wouldn't be against another new Wario track. But Wario does have some tracks that I brought back, so there you go, that balanced things out. Waluigi, I think he could get a new track, honestly, but I don't know how Nintendo feels with Waluigi, so who knows. Who knows if it'll top the Waluigi pinball track that everybody praises, but we'll see. Alright, who else we got? I don't know. Toadette, Birdo, Diddy Kong. They've never had their own track in any capacity, so I don't know if they'll get them. Pauline, I guess she technically had a New Donk. I think a Mario Odyssey New Donk City. I mean, I guess that's technically Tokyo. That's technically that one track, you know. But whatever. I keep forgetting the name of it. Rosalina. Rosalina deserves a better track. I like Rosalina's Ice World, but for as popular Rosalina is, she deserves better, honestly. So give her a new track already. Donkey Kong, with DK's recent love lately, I think he could get a new track, honestly. So yeah, give Donkey Kong a new track. And Bowser Jr., yeah, like, I don't know. Some of the other characters, like, never got their own track, so I'm not sure about some of them other ones. Alright, and then some guest characters, like, I like a Kirby area would be kind of neat, like a Dreamland Racing, and then we already have an F-Zero one. So, yeah. Alright, that's it. Oh, Wario. Oh, I guess we can get something from Mario RPGs, too. Like, I don't know. It's hard to really predict that. I don't know if they'll go back to that, but that could be neat. Anything from the Mario RPGs will be cool. WarioWare, Diamond City. They did something like this in, I think, what was it? The arcade games or something? Something like that would be neat. Alright, that's the tracks. I've been here for a while, so I'm gonna make this a little wider. Kind of. I'll just censor a bunch of stuff here, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put a list of the battle tracks returning. I don't know how they're gonna handle the battle courses, honestly, so I just put 10 returning ones and 10 new ones Nintendo can come up with. Battle mode deserves better, and I think 20 may seem like a lot, but I really think they need to step up their game with battle mode. And all 5 of the modes will return, so there you go. Okay, oh my god, I've talked about this for ages. I'm gonna get tired at the end of this. Next up will be the items. I just realized I did not bring up Daisy when talking about tracks, so, yeah, sure, another Daisy track, I guess. Sorry, Daisy fans. I promise, I don't hate Daisy, I just realized I did not mention her. Shit. Alright, let's move on. Alright, next up we have is the items. I'm going to show you guys in 3, 2, 1, the returning items per se. This is the returning items I have right here. A lot of the basic ones are returning, and some Double Dash ones are returning as well. I had to bring back all the Double Dash ones, and also some from Mario Kart Tour. Like the hammers, the barrels shooting out bananas, the big bombs from King Bomb. I don't remember their names. The dash bull thing. I forgot the bubble, but it's kind of a lame bullet bill, so yeah. I also added a DK barrel, which, I don't know, DK or like someone throwing a barrel at his opponent could be funny as hell, so I decided to throw that. And Ice Flower, I'm kind of surprised we didn't have an Ice Flower till Tour, honestly, so yeah, keep the Ice Flower. I brought back the fake item box because I feel like it's such a classic item. While it isn't super useful, I feel like it's just a classic that I feel like should stay, honestly. But otherwise, this is my Mario Kart item lineup. I know I have to bring back some stinkers, like the coin is always debatable, but it also brought back the boo and the blooper, which I find, you know, and I left out the freaking Thundercloud, which is honestly my least favorite item in the entire series, so there you go. Anyway, I am not bringing back the Thundercloud, no matter how much y'all want the fun. Anyway, so yeah, this is my Mario Kart item lineup, and as for new Mario Kart items, I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, because, like, at the time, I feel like you really can't predict, like, Elephant, do you want people to be- oh no, don't think about that. Okay, I'm back. I heard fucking sirens behind my window, and that was fucking frightening. I'm good, though. I'm good. Nothing happened. Okay, that was scary. Alright, anyway, so yeah, Elephant, I don't know, I can do something like, I don't know, the drill, I don't know how you can really utilize a lot of new items, so your guess is as good as mine for new items, but these are the items I'm having. So next up, single player content. This is something I'm shocked Nintendo only did technically, like, once. I guess twice if you count Tour. A single-player campaign mode, or adventure mode, or something for Mario Kart. Some racing games already have some single-player modes, being like Diddy Kong Racing and Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel being examples, which are funny because those are like praised as like two of the best kart racers, which I kind of agree with. So I think Mario Kart deserves something like this. What could they do for a new sort of single-player mode? I guess they could also just bring back, like, you know, doing certain objectives with missions and in a somewhat cinematic story setting, honestly. Like, use a mission mode just with, like, cutscenes and stuff like that. Honestly, there's a lot of potential you could do for a single-player mode. I know it's not something Mario Kart really needs, but considering Mario Party has had it for years, and some Mario sports games, regardless how you feel about them, has had them, I don't know, I think Mario Kart deserves something like that, so yeah. Alright, so this is going to be a quick summary of, like, what other stuff I want to see that's not really the main topic. So, first things first, the kart customization. That has always been a cool idea, but I feel like they should expand upon it. What do I think of the idea? I don't know, I just pick the kart that I just think is like, oh, it's cool, and then I just go with it, regardless of its stats, and which ones you see often, because really, it shouldn't really matter which carts you pick, as long as every character, like, you know, you're gonna see an online lobby with 1,000,000 Waluigis, so, yeah. I don't know, if they do this again, it won't really matter. I mean, there's gonna be that type of lobby anyway, picking the same character just for the stats. And whether if that's your thing or not, it's up to you. So this idea, it really depends. I don't know. I think the kart customization is neat though, so I think they should keep it, honestly. I don't know what other stuff I should list, honestly. Like the replay stuff, I hope they should they should replay the whole footage instead of like part of it, what they did in Mario Kart 8, save replays, and even save them on your like Switch too, like, you know, like you're saving videos and stuff, like on the, well, for 30 seconds, so it's not like super overpowered or anything like that. So yeah. Costumes. Mario Kart should do some costumes, like the alts from Mario Kart Tour. Bring almost all of them back for the characters. We have seen Peach with riding a bike, but she's not wearing your biker outfit. So I guess this is proof that even if you're wearing a dress, you can still use a bike. So I think they should bring back the costumes just for that alone, honestly. And also because Rosalie in this dress is, oh my god, I love Rosalie in this dress. So yeah. So yeah, now there has been the main point of what the gimmick could be of this game. This has always been a talking point. There's like a somewhat zoom in on like fuel or something that they could do or whatever. I don't know if that's fuel or like maybe something like a Wonder Flower, which could be interesting. I don't know what the gimmick could be. Nintendo's always been surprised, yes, with the Wonder Flower. Well, not really the Wonder Flower, but really anything. So your guess is as good as mine what y'all want to see for a particular Mario Kart gimmick. Because yeah, we've been playing Mario Kart for ages, and the anti-gravity thing, while cool on paper, I feel like it's not really as grand compared to other gimmicks like Mario Kart Double Dash's double cars, Mario Kart Wii's bikes, and Mario Kart 7's gliding and going underwater. So they really should do something to make the game stand out from Mario Kart 8. But if it doesn't happen, well, I'm sure it's still gonna be a fun game regardless. So yeah. All right, I think I covered everything. You know, single-player content, tracks, characters, items. Yeah, I covered basically everything. And other Mario Kart modes, I can't think of anything else that I could think of. Maybe some extra Mario Kart modes and stuff. There's a lot they can do with this brand new Mario Kart game. So really, your guess is as good as mine. So there you go. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's it. The whole predictions of Mario Kart 10, 9, whatever you want to say. I am fucking exhausted. I'm going to bed. I will see you guys next time. New Mario Kart game. It's going to be so hyped, dude. What do y'all hope to see for the new Mario Kart game? Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.